I'll
morning.
tell you.
No, what?
I'm very...
Joy, go on.
Okay.
There we
Morning.
go. It's better for the photos, isn't it? Now you've got friends.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your first guest of the last day.
Wow.
We're on it.
Yes.
So-
I'm honored. I'm honored.
We're all on it, and that's
Yeah.
nice. There's a mutual respect on this sofa that we don't normally get, so I like this.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm not feeling good. A little jet lag, but you know that's normal. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
love
get
it.
over it just in time to go home.
I'm very yes, exactly. I'm very amazed at how gigantic this convention is.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. Lots of good people and fans and.
So much fun
Yeah.
stuff. Me and Beck just played on all the games over there.
I heard about
Get
this,
to-
yes,
I went
the
on
dancing games.
the Quidditch Buck and Bronco room. Fell off
nice.
instantly.
Yeah, fell off the
Yeah,
roof.
I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave enough.
But yeah, it's absolutely ginormous. And good people. Good people.
Yes.
Some not though.
Some very easy.
I'm not gonna point any fingers.
But yeah, they're being nice to you.
Yes, everyone's been very nice. People seem to love Star Wars.
Oh, I don't know about that. You look around, you don't see many Star Wars things
No,
around here.
yeah. A double, two lightsabers.
This guy's just coming in
Yeah.
dressing gown.
Packing heat.
Yes.
I love that you said they seem to like Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they.
We've hired them all. They're all
Yes, it's all.
actors.
Yeah, whoa, this is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we'll get into it because we don't have much time.
Right, half
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
Yeah, boom.
I mean,
Let's
we're
do
not
it.
just chatting normally, and we will let you guys ask questions. We know you love asking questions. But
But
yeah.
there is a Death Star that's going to, in about 30 minutes, wipe us out. I think.
Yeah, it's just powering up.
The way that they deflated at the end of
Right.
the convention is they just fire an arrow directly into a hole, tiny hole in the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It just explode, just deflate
It's a
slowly.
design flaw. It's a very bad design flaw.
Yeah. I would like to see that version of the edit
I
where
would.
the Death Star just goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that edit will definitely exist on the internet now.
Yeah. And who would do the sound effects?
I would. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. Just have be a balloon deflating. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we mainly want to talk about.
Yes.
You're an absolute sound wizard, is how I like to put it.
Yeah, I work at Skywalker Sound, which is the division of Lucasfilm making Star Wars movies that I work on the soundtrack. So everything you hear in the movie that's not John Williams music, so it could be explosions, sound effects, footsteps, the actors talking, vehicles, TIE fighters, anything. All that comes through my department and we make the soundtrack for the film. So I've been working there at the company. We're at Skywalker Ranch over in Northern California is where our base is. And I've been there almost 30 years. I started as a teenager. And, I've been working there a really long time.
That's quite the school job.
What was your first film?
Well, the first job I had up there was testing video games, actually.
Oh, what an awful
Yeah, it was a
job.
terrible job.
That's actually a bad job, everyone says, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
frustrating.
Well, no, back then it wasn't so compartmentalized and regimented. It was more like, hey kids, go play these games for the summer and tell me if you can break them or not. And it was very informal. It's become an actual profession that's very formalized now, but I got lucky and it was very easy to do that. And so George Lucas was making a sound effects computer editing program called SoundDroid to make the new, he was getting ready to make the new prequels. So he went over the games division and he said, give us your best tester to come in and try to break this program. I started working on that, and that's the technology that eventually got adopted by the industry to make Star Wars, and therefore like pretty much change the industry as far as the way that we edit films.
Wow.
So, yeah, I got really lucky. It was a very lucky place to be, and George Lucas gave me a lot of opportunity early on, and I was able to continue that on, yeah.
Before we go down that road, which is fascinating, but what was the first game you were playing?
It was called The Secret of Monkey Island.
What?
Yeah.
You got to test Monkey Island?
That was my first big testing job, and I love that game.
Forget Star Wars. Oh, that
Yeah.
game ruined me for
It was wonderful, yeah.
I love old Freakwood.
Yeah, Guy Rush Freakwood, that's right. Yeah, that was the first one, and I met Tim Schafer, who eventually he left Lucasfilm to form Double Fine Productions, so he's got his own game company. But a lot of people from that era, like really, were huge Star Wars fans as kids. It's the generation of people that grew up with Star Wars to be able to work at LucasArts was really a fun, thriving place of creativity. So it's really lucky time to be there.
So how do you go from doing the sounds to voicing then?
Well, I had been doing acting in high school, community theater plays, that kind of thing. And I went on to join a theater company in San Francisco. But the thing was, my sound job was so good that I didn't want to leave. So I figured voice acting was a good way to do that because I could use the same technology that we used to make sound. I could use to do voice acting. So I kept trying to audition for things, and then eventually George Lucas gave me a shot, unbeknownst to him, because we were working. This is cut forward to 2005, and we were looking for a voice for this character, General Grievous. We had tried all over the world, and all these different types of voices, and George wasn't really settling on one particular voice, and so I put in my own audition under another name with a group of other actors.
Hello,
Yeah.
William.
Exactly. So yeah, Billy Williamson.
Do you remember what the name was?
It was just Alan Smitty, which was like a
Smitty!
Yeah, it's like a film name. But yeah, he ended up picking it, and I got that role.
Isn't Smitty a character in Austin Powers?
I think he
Isn't he one of the guys who...
He might be.
Yeah.
I can't remember how I got that. Yeah, Smitty. Yeah. So so that's what got me. That opened up a lot of doors, obviously, after that whole thing happened. But that was just. I always had the acting bug. It was a thing that I could satiate instantly, instant gratification of going out on stage and working and acting. You really just use your brain in a completely different way than all the technical stuff that I was doing with sound. So, and that Lucasfilm and George Lucas had a very thriving, almost educational-like environment. And he was very open to people doing jobs that weren't exactly what they were hired for. He was very open that way. So it was a very, very amazing place to be part of.
Oh wow. How often, when people find out you're General Grievous, do they make you do the voice?
Oh yeah, sure. So
I
tried to externally.
I do two of the main sort of characters I do in Lucasfilm. One of them is General Grievous, which is the leader of the Separatist droid army, and he's evil dude.
Absolutely badass.
And I play his army as well. All the voices of his droids.
Oh, really?
The little battle droids are me too. So
The
there's two-
Roger Rogers.
Yeah, two different kinds of voices.
That's
So-
you?
Yeah. So Grievous is more like, he'll say like, he's like,
What's the situation, Captain? And he speaks like this the whole time.
and the battle droids are more.
Yeah!
The battle droids are more up here, like more my natural voice, which is more like, oh no, look out! Rander. Like that. So they're very like ridiculously dorky like that. And both those characters don't have a mouth, so we can change the dialogue and we don't have to reanimate anything. So that's why in the Clone Wars series we had those battle droids were all through there, and Dave Filoni, the director.
They're in the Battlefront series.
Yeah, I did the
I was
games
gonna say,
too. Yeah, the Battlefront
I
2.
played that a lot.
Yeah. Yes. So that was a fun time. But I see Jerome Blake over there, another Star Wars alumni. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Do you want to join us?
Happy birthday! Wow. Come on up. Get up here.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Just go around the curtain.
Someone's fetching you.
Make sure, yeah.
We all have to sing. Yesterday we ended up singing it twice,
Just
didn't we?
inviting
So
people
don't
onto
try
the
to shout.
Please do.
Yeah.
Another fan of Menace alumni.
Yeah.
Jerome Blake, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jerome. Happy birthday to you.
I was waiting for Matt to do that payoff line. You were a little flat, by the way. Retake. Good morning.
Get off my stage.
Welcome.
I had the great good fortune to play 7 characters
Yes.
in the prequel trilogy. And so everything that Matt is talking about, being there, singing, apart from lying about a voiceover.
Right, yeah. Take whatever I've done and multiply it by 7, and that's Jerome.
How much sound work did you have to do for this guy?
We work together a lot, and he's a consummate professional and an incredible person.
Anyway, allow me to say this. Bonjour, ça va? Oui? Excellent. Great to see you. When did the last, I saw you in Germany, I think.
Germany, Oberhausen, maybe, is that right?
Oberhausen, yeah. Turbinenhalle, Oberhausen. This is it, you see, Star Wars, we just dominate the world, we just move around, we just take over. But in a lovely way, hopefully. Good morning.
Morning, yeah, hello,
Nice to
Matthew.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Matthew.
You're also Matthew.
And Beck.
You should also be Matthew.
We're all
Jesus,
Matthews,
God,
yeah.
right?
We're all Matthews.
Seeing as this is a Q&A session,
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like you to ask each other one question
Yeah.
that you have to now answer because we're on the stage.
Let's see.
Anything personal we prefer.
That's a
Anything
good
that's
question.
burning
I just want to know. I want to know what it was like.
eat my sandwich? That's
I'm always fond of stories about some of the other actors, but I wonder. Ian McDiarmid is such a mystery to me. What is it like working with Ian?
A complete mystery.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's Ian?
He plays Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Pull out all of them.
There we go. Yeah.
So I have to ask Matthew a
Yeah.
question. What are you doing for dinner tonight?
Tonight I'll probably be eating at the hotel. Whatever it's called.
You know what
No, I'm afraid the answer I was looking for was taking Jerome out for Moule and Frites.
Oh, right, that's right, because it's his
Belgium.
birthday.
The answer was Moule and Frites.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good answer.
Anyone know where you can get some good moles and frits?
Now,
Moles and Fritz, mate.
That's how I'm saying it.
Yeah, Moles and mussels and chips, in it.
Eels and chili.
Lovely. Smashing.
How long have we got there?
Oh, yeah, we need to
What do we got?
We want to let these guys
So we should go to the audience.
Anyone have questions out there?
Yeah, we don't want to
Yes.
leave it too long. So if you've got a question,
Yes.
People often have illusions about working in movie industry. I'm one of those people that
Yeah.
I'm asking. How many hours a week do you guys work?
How many hours a week do you work when you're working on movies?
It never ends.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean,
The honest answer, I genuinely, I'm looking at Matthew, how do you calculate? Because, you know, for example, one of my characters, I was in the makeup chair at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was getting pulled out of makeup at 8 at night. But even between 8 and the following 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still thinking about what, so in a sense the work never ends. But all I have to do is sit there and have the makeup put on, 3 other people. It's a team effort, you know, like probably in Matthew's world. It's, you are the person that is recognized, associated with the character, but there's a whole team of people behind it to create that thing, you know. So that's almost an impossible question to answer.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, like I do
Do you see what I did
post-production.
there?
Yeah.
Question to answer.
Yeah, in post-production too, because I work in the sound division, it depends on how the film's been planned out. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of this comes together right at the last minute, so post-production is the last thing to have happen. And you can do 60, 70, 80, 90, 100-hour weeks.
post though is so fiddly. Like I've done a little bit of post
Yeah.
and you lose hours to like.
A little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll go over a piece of film, you know, 100 times in a day, just looking at something to try to tweak it just right. And you have a whole team, as you said, that are making sure everything, every little bit is exactly how the director wants it to be. It just, a lot of it trickles down from the director too. So if the director has a really organized way of doing things and they really want to go home early, you can. You can have the director. I worked with Ron Howard, and he on Solo. We had a very structured day, and we got out. We didn't do any overtime. So George Lucas same way. I didn't do any overtime on that show. But there's other directors that like the spontaneity and the chaos a little bit. They thrive on that energy. You can work a lot of overtime. So it just depends.
What is the sound that has caused you the most grief, but is like really subtle, like hardly even?
Maybe what we made for BB-8, and it was hard because we went through like 100 different iterations of how that wanted to sound. Because Ben Burtt, the guy who made R2-D2 and all those droids in the original Star Wars, are so iconic. So we had to come up. JJ made this amazing visual with this round ball droid. And now we had to have a sound that was going to be immediately identifiable as that's BB-8. And it can't be what R2 sounds like, and it can't be what something else will sound like. So coming up with how that's supposed to express emotion and all that, You have to go over it, over it, over it. Time, when you're working on it, you have to put it in there and you have to work on it with time and let it land and feel emotional. And that was a very hard sound, but I think we got
What
there.
equipment do you use for that sort of thing? Do you have to sort of, do they give you any sort of like dialogue cues for that sort of thing where they say,
Yeah.
this is what he's saying?
Yeah, we had an actor, we had a comedian friend of JJ's come in, and Ben Schwartz, I think was his name.
Oh, yes, from Parks and Rec.
Yeah. So he came in and he did a version,
Really?
a dialogue version of what BB-8 was saying. And then we used that as an overlay to put our
Really?
really sounds on top of it.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think it may be on the making of somewhere. I'm not sure if that
Really?
ever got released, but that was one of those things.
That is blown my mind. Blown my mind.
What Matthew just referred to there happens a lot, particularly in Star Wars, where, again, because of the team effort, things will be changed, they will be transferred. For example, you talk about BB-8. A guy called Brian Herring, who I met making a movie called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, is the puppeteer that controls BB-8. Now, genuinely, I have a question for Matthew in a second. But Brian, if you see the behind-the-scenes shots, BB-8 is rolling around in front, and Brian is about 2 paces back from him with all kinds of sticks and beavers and to make it happen, which of course get painted out in the end. But here's my question to Matthew. Did Brian do the noises of BB-8 at the time? Because if he didn't, he does a pretty good impersonation of it right now.
He did. He actually, well, I gave a sampler of all these sounds because JJ actually wanted to trigger them on set himself. And I think he had aspirations that he would be able to do all that, but I think when it actually got down to it, there were just so many things happening on the set at that moment that he couldn't also focus on hitting the sampler. But so Brian ended up doing a lot of the beats himself. So yeah, in the actual production track, if you listen to that, you can hear Brian beeping in there, so we had to cut that out obviously and put in the real stuff. But,
He gets a lot of free drinks in bars doing those noises.
Yeah.
Make beats for your money.
Yes, question. Yes.
And it's to do with the sound again. But is there anything, any sound that you've had to create where the end product is quite far away from what the sound is in real life?
Yeah, I mean, in Star Wars that happens all the time because we're in a fictitious universe, so there can be things like one of the examples I've used when we did the Attack of the Clones movie. There's these creatures called Geonosians, and they live on that planet where they're building the droid factories. And I went and recorded in Sydney, Australia, or in Australia, I recorded fruit bats up in the Daintree rainforest in a rescue center, and they were all fighting over a banana. So the fruit bats fighting over a banana, and then there was in Melbourne a penguin sanctuary, and there was these mating calls of these anarchists. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I went out there.
We're talking about, because I can do a really good penguin impression.
So I took those, I went down there, and I mixed them.
This is the fairy penguin. You like me to
Oh, you said you would do
Everyone, close your eyes,
It
prepare for
only
the...
works if you know what a fairy penguin is.
Close your eyes, prepare for the penguin.
That's it.
That's great. That's very good.
Those two things together became the sound of the Geonosians. So it's like, that's the thing where you can...
Next time, just get me.
I should, I'll get your card. This was a setup, wasn't it? You guys, so I was,
As a sound fan, I learned this yesterday about Beck. Beck can do the sound of a car alarm.
Car alarm?
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm ready.
This is incredible.
Ready. So good.
Somebody call the police.
You never need a car. You need a car alarm.
I know we're done now. That's good. That's good.
You can hire me for that as well. Just sit in your car, if anyone comes near it.
That's what I'm saying. You sit in it all night long.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When you touch your knees and it comes close, you go,
Yeah. The car's full of like...
I sounded more like Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden there. I'm sorry, that was terrible. Run to the hills.
Do you have a favorite sound?
A favorite sound?
After mine.
Yeah, I was gonna. They still don't make the cash register, do they? Yeah. A favorite sound? I'm partial to the TIE Fighter. I I think that's just a
Oh,
super
amazing.
classic Star Wars sound.
What
and
was that?
it's a few different things. It's the sound of wheels on wet pavement, an elephant, and I think it's those two main components.
Yeah, no, you say it, you just can't unhear it.
It's in there. But the thing is about that, and the thing about Star Wars that is so unique is, so we came back to do Force Awakens, and there's that scene where Finn and Rey are running away from something, I can't remember, it's on Jakku, and they stop, and Finn goes, wait a minute, do you hear that? And then you hear the TIE fighters coming in. That's a sound that the crowd, the audience knows that's a TIE fighter by just the fact that they've heard it. And that shows, you know, we've been doing the movies for 40 years, and they're still so specific to Star Wars, and it's so unique.
Yeah.
There's no other franchise that really has that same kind of feel where you can hear something.
Yeah.
A movie 40 years ago, and it still resonates as that particular thing, and it hasn't been diluted by what's been made, you know, in other films. So that TIE Fighter is I love that.
Was there any sound when you came to do the prequels that was lost from the original that you had to rebuild?
No, everything we pretty much, like Ben Burtt, my mentor, we pretty much logged everything very well. So I've gone back and restored things over the years to a higher quality format, but his original materials that he recorded with me is all
I
been
couldn't even, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Any questions? Yes?
Could I just jump in 1 second?
Yeah.
You said about urban sound.
Yeah.
May I generalize?
Please, yes.
And I mean generalize. This applies to everyone.
Generalized Grievous.
Oh! I see what you did there. One sound is the opening chords of John Williams' soundtrack to all Star Wars intros.
Yeah.
You're sitting in the movie theatre, the screen goes black, and you try and count the seconds down. I know it's coming soon, but you can never pick exactly how many seconds. And then it goes visually Star Wars, but at that same moment there is just a chord where the entire orchestra just goes bang, like that. I will confess that before I got involved with the movie industry, I was a musician, but when I first saw the original Star Wars, I fell in love with it, you know, knocked my eyes out, super, and great good fortune to be part of it subsequently. But that moment stayed with me. I am still a fanboy because after we did Phantom Menace, when you finally get to see what they call the cast and crew screening, you sit there, and even though you've been involved with it for 9 months, 12 months, whatever, you sit there, and I'm going to confess, I might look like a tough guy, I'm a big guy, I'm old, I'm grumpy, but I will confess that I'm a bit of a pussycat. Because at the cast and crew screening of Phantom Menace, when that moment hit, when Star Wars and that chord hit, I burst into tears. I did. It was
I've been there, man.
And I know, yeah, I know.
I'm just genuinely getting a chill even mentioning it now.
There's people when you said it going, yeah, me too.
It's, you know what, and it's, Matthew will relate to this. He mentioned George Lucas in passing a second ago. We refer to it as a thank you, George moment.
Absolutely.
Yes, round of applause. Thank you, George. Yeah, we've got 2 questions and then we're going to unfortunately have to... Yeah.
I'll try to be quick again with the voices, but maybe also physical acting. I was wondering when you're doing a voice or just acting a character that is not human, how do you come up with what kind of voice would go with them or what kind of stature or...
I think, you know, reading the script obviously is the number one thing, and then seeing, you know, anything that the director has given you as far as examples of other characters that you might be trying to reference, and then just how that kind of feels in your body. And the thing I like about voice acting is I can just get in my sound booth and just kind of play with things and look as completely ridiculous and do whatever I want, and it's only recording what's on the microphone, so I can, sometimes I might hook my mouth to something or anything. You can do all that, and it's just what's happening on the microphone. Whereas obviously, if you have to actually, I won't say be a real actor, but I'll say an actor or a proper actor, you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing with your body, which I do not do.
We're going to see loads of films now when you point out where those actors just doing that. Yeah, we just don't know what to do.
You know what, that is a very good question because I'm remembering now I did 12 different characters on an animation series, kids cartoon thing. And the brilliant thing about not having a camera on you is you pour every ounce of your performance into the voice. You don't even, you're not worried about how you look, it's, am I catching the light, etc., etc. And on when I was doing one of these characters on this thing, here we go, got headphones on, and the guy behind the glass is going, yeah, that's great, da, da, da. And I'm thinking, okay, good. He said, just hold on a second. Just look at your physical posture now. And I can't remember exactly, but it was something like,
Exactly.
because all I was thinking about was the vocal delivery.
I'm very sorry, we've just been told we have to wrap up. So if you do want to ask these guys more questions, they are here for the rest of the day.
I'm over there somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm over
please.
there, somewhere.
Yeah, please go see them. But give them a big round of applause. Give them up. First of the day. What a panel. Yeah, thank you. Very fun. We are going to reset. We've got Nick Frost in a minute. It's going to be incredible.
Somebody please get a picture of this and see me later with the picture and you'll get a free picture. Yeah, me and Matthew.
And if anyone wants a picture of this,
I want a picture of that.
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Like I said, we will
And may the
be
force be with you.
yeah, for a few seconds, so stick around. Yeah, 2 seconds.